Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to watch. My name's Jennifer and today we're going to be doing July's birth month mani. So we'll be doing some nails and reading some things for fun. So I have applied this watercolor effect polish that I had gotten from Dollar Tree because it will go perfectly with the theme. Alright, so your birth month flower is a water lily. And you do also have another one, but I've picked the water lily to use. And it does come in different colors. So I think at this point I'm going to go with the cream tone. Like this one, I think would match well. And I'm thinking this lighter pink. Okay, so I'm going to be using this plate from Maniology M672. It's got all the water lilies on there, so that would make sense. And I was wanting to, basically, the image they have on the website with this plate, I was really wanting to recreate that, and I never did get to it, but we are going to use it today. So I'm going to start with this section, and since this bottom portion is a solid, I'm gonna actually try to pick that part up with Maniology's Evergreen B315, and for the top, the flowers, basically I'm going to use Maniology's Acorn B498. That way it'll just look better outlined for stamping the flowers. And I'm gonna not put the dragonflies on there and come back for those because I don't want those to be green or acorn. So let me start with the green. And I can make that work. Okay, and same thing, but I'm going to move to this section here. We'll start with acorn this time. Okay, so let's start with reading some things just for fun. People born in July are highly optimistic, deeply caring, and naturally charming because they are split between the water sign, which is the Cancer, until July 22nd, and the fire sign Leo after the July 22nd. Their personality perfectly balances profound emotional intelligence with bold, charismatic leadership. So, July babies, you gotta let me know down below if any of this is true for you. I do have a few July babies in the family, so this would be interesting to see if it matches up with them as well. Guys, I really literally think I'm losing my mind because I was sitting here looking for a plate. I thought I had a second one out, looking everywhere over here for it. I'm like tripping out, like what happened to it? I'm so dumb because it's actually on the plate that we just used. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to get this image of the water ripples. And I'm going to use Maniology's Mercury baseline B175 for the pickup. And this will be an instant place down. I need to shake that polish up. I didn't even realize. Okay, we can make it work. And I'm going to do that one more time to another nail. Okay, and I got the second one, and just so you know, that spacing is on the image. Okay, then we're going to go to this image. It's got the lily pad with the lily flower, water lily, excuse me. So I'm going to pick this up like 3 times with Acorn. We will reverse stamp it. And because it is smaller, I can put the image at least twice on the same stamper. So I just focus towards the bottom, and then I can turn it around and pick it up again. Little extra one that got down at the bottom, I may just leave that there for now. I may end up sticking that in somewhere. Okay, so I'm just having issues today because I just spilled Acorn, and mostly pretty much went all over me. So I'm in the process of like literally look at that, getting it off. Now sis has an acorn colored nail. You know what? That's just how life goes sometimes. So yeah, just wanted you friends to know why sis comes back with dark polish all over her. So once I maybe eventually get this cleaned up, I can be back to continue. Okay, so I managed to get most of it off. Even most of it come off the nail, but that's okay. I can redo that. Well, I'll redo my whole mani soon, but it could be worse. And also, by the way, the charms have stayed on just fine, except those big ones. The tops of them came off. The rest of them stayed on, but they match more now than they did. But they did stay on for like 2 or 3 days, so I'm happy with that. Also, was it? Oh yeah, remember recently, if you watched my videos, that I said sis's hands just do what they want? Yeah. Yep. That's what they do. And that's okay. We can laugh about it and move on. Okay, so I managed to get all 3 of the lily pads on the same stamper. I just have them in different directions. Next one that I was attempting to fix and to get, this one. So I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. Green and Acorn. Even though Acorn hates me today, that's okay. I still love you, Acorn. It's a good thing I have another one. Because you friends had let me know they had Acorn for on their clearance thing. So sis grabbed one, and it's not here yet, but it's coming. Okay, so let's read your key personality traits. Deeply empathetic and generous, their sunny disposition makes them incredibly supportive friends and highly protective of their family. Creative and ambitious, they possess high energy and a strong work ethic, using their vivid imaginations to turn mundane tasks into masterpieces. Witty sense of humor, they have a knack for sharp, sarcastic, and light-hearted humor, making them highly entertaining companions. Okay, so I definitely have a funny one that makes me laugh a lot. So that one I would say is definitely true. And let's see. Yeah, maybe the protective one. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, by the way, this is why I paused when I was reading, because I didn't think that sounded right. Empathic. Empathic. That's what I don't know, guys. Sometimes the words, I don't know, my brain cannot figure them out. But that's why I have it on the screen. So that way you can kind of read yourself and see when sis messes it up. Okay, so for the flowers, we're going to do some of them with Paparazzi Butter Him Up and some of them with Color Vibe and Cherry Blossom. And actually, when I'm reading to myself, I am actually much better. It's something with reading out loud, and then probably because I'm nervous about it, I've never liked reading out loud, and so I mess it up all the time. That's okay. There's worse problems, right? So the paper I'm using was our friend Jess had put me onto that instead of doing the foil. It's like these plastic papers. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Never seen anything like it. You're supposed to be able to write on them too. So let's see. Let me grab this other one here, because it's basically going to throw these in randomly. Let's do... I don't know why I have trouble making up my mind. I guess because I want to use both colors, so I was trying to think how I should do so. Let's do the big one in this color too. And I'm pausing here and there just to save you time as I switch out. What was I gonna say? Man, I stepped out earlier today and good grief, it's like walking, literally guys, like walking into a sauna. It's terrible. And the other day after the walk and talk, man, by the time I made it back, I was out like, it ended up being between probably 30 and 40 minutes or so. I was just way too hot and beet red, didn't feel good. And that's what I was trying to avoid by turning around when I did, but it's just too hot. Okay, and now we got the pink. I really love this color, and I think I have a backup. I need to look because it's pretty low. But also that video, I understand some don't like the rambling, and then I have trouble trying to get my thoughts together. I know what I'm trying to say and I can't get it spit out. I apologize for that, but I like to share my thoughts and feelings and my story. That way anyone else that understands, like feels the same way, you know you're not alone, because sis got you. I'm there with you. Okay, let's grab this one, because I know that it's kind of, sometimes people don't want to fiddle with doing likes and all that, but it helps me to know if anybody likes, that certain kind of content. And so if it doesn't get, much likes, then I'm kind of like, oh, they don't like it, which is okay. I totally understand. We're all like different things, but also it also goes as like, for me, as like a support thing too, or like just showing me some love even if you don't necessarily like the content. So I can see it in different ways. But I guess because of that being like vulnerable and more personal, made me question like even posting it or leaving it. But it's there for ones that need to know they're not alone. So it's staying right now, and it probably will stay for good. It is what it is. Okay, and let's try to read the next thing. So for the Cancer, known for being nurturing, highly intuitive, and emotionally sensitive, they are natural caretakers who value their home and family. And for the Leo, known for being confident, courageous, and magnetic, they thrive in the spotlight and are bold, natural-born leaders. Okay, so for the rest of the lily pads, I'm going to use LA Colors in Mighty Fresh, just because I do try to fit this one in as I can, because I don't love this. The color is okay, but because it's a jelly, sometimes it's not good always for reverse stamping. So I just try to use it as I can. But I like the color tone, but anyway, we're just going to go with it. So also I don't have like outside friends. I know that sounds terrible, but um, just I just don't. Um, I stay home as much as I can. I don't really have a. I'm not really in a position to make outside friends. Um, being out and about all the time. So also, I have social anxiety, so it's hard. And um, it's hard for me to. I don't want to be hurt, and so I'm oftentimes try to protect myself. Um, but I share here, and I know some people are like, why do people say all their stuff online? Well, for me, it's because, well, first of all, I have made connections with you friends, and second of all, because it's my hope to somehow maybe bring comfort to others that deal with the mental health stuff as well, because it can feel very lonely. So that's why I share. Yeah, by the way, I just plopped it on there with that just because I just felt like I could, so I did. Okay, who knows what Sis is about to do to these? If you guessed add some sparklies, you would be correct. I love this so much, as most of you know. Oh my goodness, it's everywhere. Okay, color vibe in lunar, you need this color if you don't have it. And it's got this, oh, it don't show up. It's got this very, very beautiful purpley tone to it. And I don't know why. I can't get it to pick up. But we're just going to add this here and there. So I like just to have some little bits of sparkly here and there, not everywhere. I'm going to just put this at the bottom because of the way that nail's going to be. And let's see, I'm trying to remember how, just in case, we'll go, all of the others will go have the bottom, except for this one. I'll do it throughout, like I did the other. It doesn't matter how it looks, or how I get it on there. It'll make more sense in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start applying images, and I'm just using my LA Colors top coat to apply them. As long as it's tacky, you can get it on there. And also, that watercolor effect that I used for the base color, those do just fine, as toward this one's more, like this one's more liquidy. So this one makes it more, sometimes, difficult to work with for reverse stamping. I hope I didn't wait too long. It's just over here blabbering. Oop. Okay. And also, I took that third little flower off. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna flip it. Let's see how I wanna. I know, sometimes I do take a minute. I thought I knew where I wanted it, and then I'm like, maybe not. Set this one aside real quick because I've also got this one ready. Trying to show you them sparkly bits. Can only catch it here and there when the light hits it just right. Like I can see it right up here at the top. Okay, so I got one last thing to read before we finish them. So this one is very similar to the other that I read, but I'm going to go ahead and include it because some of them are a bit different. So for your core personality traits, naturally optimistic. They have a sunny disposition and are highly skilled at remaining positive and finding solutions during difficult situations. Fiercely protective, they are deeply family oriented and will go to great lengths to ensure the safety and well-being of their loved ones. Charming and magnetic, they possess an easygoing, charismatic nature that effortlessly draws people toward them. And highly creative, July babies frequently have a strong artistic streak, often excelling as writers, musicians, or visual artists. That's pretty cool. One of mine loves music so much. Just like with listening to it all the time. Okay, I'm going to pay more attention to trying. I want to get all the flowers on. More so than the lily pad itself. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can just pull this piece off right now. Yep. And let me grab this one. I've also got it ready. I don't need that very, very bottom piece. That kind of like that stem. I want it the other portion. And don't worry, we're going to get you some dragonflies on there. So because they are solid, it'll be an automatic placement. So I'm going to go ahead with my stamping polish instead of my Dollar Tree polish. So I love this color. This is Maniology's Artichoke B498. What? Okay, not Acorn, B499. Excuse me. But it's like a greeny gold. So it'll be pretty with dragonflies. Okay, let's grab these two together. Let me see if I can wipe it so I don't have so much to take off, so I can get it placed faster before it dries. Okay, I got one extra. And I'm shaking. One of them's wings is blended in with that flower. Alright, and I just went through to add the dragonflies to fill in as I wanted. So I got a couple over here, here, and of course right here. I didn't add them to these two just because I didn't want to overdo it. And they have the water ripples to kind of fill in the nails as well. And you could if you wanted to add a little bit of clouds, you know, on the what I'm calling open sky ones, but I thought about it, but I've decided just to not, and just throw it out there that would be an option. Also, any of the lily, water lily colors would be pretty. But I just wanted to do a couple of them together instead of just one color. Okay, July babies, I hope you did have or do have a wonderful birthday. I hope you've got to do or will do all the fun things you want to do. I do know of one that had a July birthday just a couple of days ago. Miss Daily Polish Me. Happy birthday, girl. So thank you all so very much for watching. As always, I do greatly appreciate it, and I will list the names of the stamping polishes and the stamping plate that I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day, my friends. Bye.